Man, what it do? What it do is your boy King Chevy, one half of Mud Brothers Podcast. Another episode. You know what I'm saying? I brought my guy, Jerron Lockridge, man, writer, director, editor. I mean, everything to the Sticks universe, man. I see him using it, man. I don't know if that's gonna be your whole thing. You call it? Okay, yeah.
It's basically me just creating my own universe off that project. Just a little something ambitious, but yeah, it's gonna be the Sticks universe.
Yeah, I love it, man. Yeah. I brought him in for an interview. They just finished rapping part 2, correct?
Well, in a way, it's kind of like a reinvent of the whole thing. It's technically part 1, but the Sticks was born from a web series, and I'm just basically taking that idea and reinventing it, and we're gonna let it be the first film to kick off this little Universal film. So,
okay, dope, man. Yeah. So tell the people where you from.
Man, I'm from Bolivar, Tennessee. I'm resident in Jackson now, but grew up raised in Bolivar, Tennessee.
Oh, okay, that's dope. That's dope, man. So way out there, man, there's no directors, there's no film companies, anything like that. So how do you get into films being in Bolivar?
Man, it's a long story, man. I actually started off in high school. I think it was like my sophomore year. Wrote a stage play. This is when Tyler was huge, and I was kind of inspired by Tyler Perry. So I wrote a stage play for the spring play that year, and we ended up performing it that year, and I was hooked. I was hooked just on the writing period. But this is like, I want to say 01, 02 at the time. So I'm like, man, probably ain't gonna be no way to make nothing out of this. I'm not finna go to LA broke, with that small mind. I didn't think it was possible to do this. So I actually started rapping first. I got into that because I'm from a music family, but kind of fell out of love with that, doing that after a while, and then got back into writing and decided I'm finna really do this. And after shooting a few music videos or whatever for folks, I was like, man, if I can shoot a music video, I can shoot a movie. So like 2016 or so, it might have been a little bit before then. I shot this joint called Hardman County. A bunch of folks that I work with, we all got together, and that joint was probably like 45 minutes. Shot. That was my first time actually shooting a movie, and then eventually got back into it on a serious note around 2016 when I made my company, Misguided Perception Media Group, and just started, writing my own stuff, making my own stuff. Didn't know no better. Like a lot of people in the industry, when seeing that how I work, they like, what? You doing all that by yourself? And, if I grew up knowing a lot of those people, I'd probably been scared too, but I didn't know no better. So a little bit of, ignorant courage, if I could put it that way, is what had me to, believing that I could, write it, shoot it, sometimes act in it, and, make these whole movies by myself. And, just been, getting those skills together. Working on different ways how to build these crafts up, and I'm about 10 films deep right now. So it's just one of those things where I had a passion for it and just continued to chip off that block and just tone them skills. And
so that wasn't you didn't go to school, anything for editing, writing, producing,
mostly hands-on and YouTube. Like if I had a question about something, if I didn't know how to edit or work this program, man, hours in front of YouTube looking at tutorials, and I would go out there, and if I saw a shot that I didn't know how they make, I go look at hours behind the scenes. And I've never been to a big budget set because we're in Tennessee, so you don't get too much of these huge films that come through Memphis every now and then. You might get in to be an extra or something here and there, but a lot of that I had to learn, by myself. Yeah. So just getting out, looking at a bunch of behind the scenes tutorials on YouTube, and just kind of getting out here and making those mistakes and learning from those mistakes. Yeah. And eventually just started to just shape my craft and make it better. So been a bunch of years of mistakes, failing, and just learning. And making it is what I'm doing now.
Yeah, that's dope, man. Yeah. Like it's a lot, man. YouTube helped me along the way as well. Self-taught editor. We would talk behind the scenes like it ain't easy. It's not easy, man. Yeah. So in those films, I know one of the first outside of just the script itself, it's the casting. How do you deal with casting? Because I know everybody in your family and everybody wants to be a part of a project. When some of them may take it serious and some of them may not. Yeah. How do you weed out who you want to work with?
Man, early on, like when I was first starting, like anybody who wanted to be a part of it, and you always get people who say, "Hey, I want to act," and all this and that, and sometimes they do, and then sometimes they get on set and see like, hey, we working on this same scene for 6 hours, saying the same lines over and over. They thought it was something different. I don't think I want to do this no more. So I dealt with a lot of that, and even now, like, you just have to, weed through a lot of those submissions, because you got two different type of people. I made a post about this the other day. You got people who really love the craft of acting. Then those are the people that you truly want. And, with a couple of my projects doing good now, you got a bunch of people who they see Tubi doing good. Hey, I want to be seen on Tubi. I want to act. Put me in a movie. So you got to deal with some of those people who just want to be seen, who don't really love the craft of acting. Mm-hmm. And when things get hard, when you're doing those 12 hours on set, you having to say these same lines. They see the grind, the ugliness behind the beauty that they see on TV. Yeah. Then that's how you really know who's in it for the right reasons. And sometimes, that's what I've been dealing with even to this day. Some people, I love giving opportunities, because, at one time nobody would give me one. So I love being that person. Hey, you want to act? Cool, I'll take a shot on you. But sometimes here lately it's been kind of, been shooting me in the butt. So, I'm at a point now where, at first, friends and family, whoever asked, but now I got to be a little bit more selective because this is a business for me. Mm-hmm. And, most of the time I'm spending my own money or the money that I'm making off my projects going back in the pot to produce more. Mm-hmm. So I got to make every dollar count. And, like, if I cast you in a role and you're not serious about it, you trying to do it for the wrong reasons, and you don't show up or you do something to jeopardize these other people who are here, investing their time as well, it can knock off the whole production, that whole day. You rent a location, you only got this location for one day, this person's in a key scene, decide, they don't want to show up or something going on there, like you have to cancel that whole day. So there's money down the drain, food that you done ordered. These people might not be able to do their roles because they're dependent on you because your scene partner with them. So it's just a lot of stuff going on where, having dabbled in both sides of it with music and film, with music, it's on you. It's on you to get that beat, write your lyrics. You might have to have an engineer or whatever, but it's at the end of the day, it's on you. On film, it's such a collective of parts to keep that wheel rolling. Yeah. And, now I'm just a lot more selective of who I bring into it. Because,
as you should. Yeah. Time is the most valuable thing that a lot of people overlook in doing this thing when you're doing scheduling and booking. Exactly. It sucks because a lot of people sometimes don't respect your time or your energy or your money. Exactly. I mean, it's unfortunate because we're doing things that we're passionate about and we want to, show that love and we want to have everybody included, but, it's funny that you mentioned the Tyler Perry thing and he's one of the clips that's been floating around is about the one where you want everybody in the boat with you. Yeah. And everybody ain't fit to be in that boat. Some people are trying to plug holes in it. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Some people just back in the back of it, just watching. It ain't for everybody. No. That's one of the things I had to learn about this dream is this dream and this vision was given to me. Mm-hmm. I can't force that passion or that love on anyone else if they ain't already got it in them. Yeah. Can't want it more than they want it for themselves. So that's that rough road. Because we deal in a business where I ain't gonna say we need other people, but we need other people.
And you need people who are serious about what they do. And it just makes it easy when you find people who are committed to what they do, and whenever you run into business, it's just, you know, it's automatic. You just got to have people who seriously about their business, man.
Yeah. So let's switch gears a little bit on a lighter note, man. Favorite director, favorite actor.
Favorite director is Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, we talked about that behind the scenes. I don't see it, but you know, hey.
Quentin Tarantino. Favorite actor? Oh man, let me see. There's so many of them. Man, I believe Denzel. You got to give Denzel. A lot of people sleep on Eddie. I love Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy.
I wouldn't say a great actor.
Yeah, I just love his versatility.
Yeah,
you know, when it comes to stuff. Leo.
I like Leo.
Let me see who else is out there. It's just so many, man.
Yeah, it's a lot, man. It's a lot, man. It's a lot. Okay. And we discussed behind the scenes. Pulp Fiction is one of your favorites.
Yeah.
What made that movie so great to you?
Man, I don't know. It was just something that always stuck with me. I'm the type of person that, you know, I love a good comedy, and then like the style of that movie, where it's not intentionally trying to be funny, but with the way he messed so much into it. It's just a movie that stuck with me. And, you know, I'm a crime guy. I love crime films, and just something about Tarantino's work that just, you know, I'm a fan of personally.
Yeah.
You know,
I like him. Don't get me wrong. I like him, and Pulp Fiction is actually one of. I ain't gonna say it is my favorite, but it's one of.
Yeah.
Everybody know me. Samuel L. Jackson is my favorite actor.
Yeah.
One of the best actors, if you ask me. Yeah. But you know, so yeah, I like him. Yeah. I like him. He got some stuff, but great.
He was from Tennessee.
Yeah, you said. Oh yeah. That right there made it dope. Back to the Sticks. The Stick.
Yeah.
The one you just got done rapping.
Mm-hmm.
What it was like. Well, better yet. Give the people what the storyline behind.
It's based off of a web series that I did. I want to say 2018. I've done so much stuff. It's hard to remember.
Pre-COVID.
The dates. Yeah, it was pre-COVID.
Yeah.
It's about a unit of like narcotics investigators, just basically trying to tame drug trafficking in the area. So back in 2016, I cast it. Wrote 8 episodes. Ended up putting out 7. And put it on Amazon. Got like 2 million unique streams, just unique streams, and that did well. It had a nice little buzz going. So tried to go for season 2. COVID happened, knocked it all the way off the rails. Had to end up rewriting like 9 episodes, which ain't easy. 9 totally brand new episodes because some of the cast weren't comfortable, you know, with COVID, the unknowns at the time of that. And recasted it again. That joint fell through, and then you know, it got to a point to where I just said screw it. This ain't gonna happen because it was just so stressful trying to get that joint back off the ground. And a partner of mine, he's passed now. He just kept saying, "Bro, the Sticks was special. You need to keep trying. You know, just keep on trying at it." And you know, I did. So instead of trying to make it like a episodic series, I decided to make it a movie. So I rewrote it based off of that first season, basically just rewrote the idea in a way, but kept some of those key characters in there and thought about, what if I do, instead of trying to make a series, what if I just do like a series of movies and just make my own universe out of it? So that's where the Sticks universe came from. And the Sticks 1, we just wrapped it a couple weeks ago. And I'm in post-production on it right now. And, you know, I got another film we're starting the day after Christmas that's in that same universe. And then another film that's branching off, and then we're coming back with the Sticks 2. So, like, I already got it all planned out.
Okay.
Yeah, and then, but the Sticks 1, I mean, shot that joint. We started, like, the end of August. Just finished on the 30th of September, 14 days. And man, it's looking good so far.
Man, I love it, man. Yeah. You got my guy VVS in there, man. I seen a few scenes with him and Killer, man. What going on? You know, shout out to them, man.
Hey, man, I one thing about it, like I want to say this is the first time on my projects that they acted. I hate to sound like I'm not, but I feel like I got a good eye for talent. Like I can see people like, man, I think you do good in this. I've missed, I ain't gonna lie, but
it happens.
Yeah, with VVS when he had a very small part in the series. He was in the original series, had a very small part, but I always knew like I think you got this in you. So he got a pretty healthy role in this version, and Kid kind of brings back his character that he had in the original series. And man, when folks see him, they ain't gonna believe it. Like I told both of them, like I believe this is something y'all need to pursue. Like they're just naturals at it. You're gonna see them performances, and it's gonna shock a lot of people.
Yeah, dope, man. Killer, my bad, man, because I was just telling him, I was like, man, I should have asked you to come on so you could have, been in the interview as well, man. My bad, but I still fuck with you, though. You already know what it is. Man, so that's dope. Remind me to hit you with something after the... Okay. After we wrap this, it's something I definitely want to run across you. It's dope. It's dope. I'm a film buff. Everybody know me that I'm a film buff, so
I got you, man. I got you.
So when is the expected date, release date?
I'm just I shot a film literally the month right before we started the Sticks called Betray, and I just got through getting to a full cut on it and doing the trailer, and I was trying to get that film out the way before I started Sticks. So I'm finna start really deep diving into the Sticks. And my goal is to, I want to have this big red carpet premiere for it.
Okay.
And
I'm there.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm
gonna be there because I'm gonna need, I'm gonna need all, especially everybody who's doing something. I need them to show up. So, I'm looking at the first of the year, hopefully.
Okay.
That's my goal, is the first of the year. We're going to see how it goes, but it won't be too far from there.
Okay. Dope, man. Are we going to Tubi with it? What are we doing?
Man, Tubi eventually. We're gonna try to hit all the platforms. Right now, Tubi is the monster right now. Of course it is, because Amazon and all these other platforms and things about them, they just ain't paying. So of course, Tubi is the goal eventually, but just want to.
And with that writer strike, Tubi is the only outlet right now.
Yeah.
Because everything is at a standstill.
Yeah.
So everybody's you got to have an independent film to get anything off the ground right now.
Yeah. And
you see your boy know a little something.
Yeah. and like it don't, and I believe they just left the table again, so it don't look like that's about to end no time soon. So
it's gonna be tough.
If you're in the independent game right now, like, what are you doing? Like, you should be out here grinding it out right now. Now is the prime opportunity to get out here. Because
hustle.
Nobody's working for like 6 months now, so like that content gonna take a dip here in a minute, and people gonna be wanting stuff to watch, and we still flowing that content out there. So, if you ain't grinding right now, especially if you got the means to make films and you ain't out here producing films right now, I don't know what you're doing.
So what's the ultimate goal for you?
Man, the ultimate goal for me personally is to I don't know if you hip to these cats in Detroit. What they doing is beautiful. It's something that was always my vision. Is basically having a Hollywood where you are. They pretty much got their own thing going. They employ, they build, they create, and everything in their own ecosystem, and every film is almost successful. And that was always something that I saw myself, is I want to build and independently continue to produce my own content and actually make a living off of that. And have other folks making a living off of that. Mm-hmm. So that's my long game. I want to build basically a Hollywood here in West Tennessee, and to the way that people can come and work for me full time, and we can all, just a team of people doing this, our own Hollywood right here. Just, working these skills, producing films, distributing these films, bringing that all back in, and just feeding that monster and keeping that wheel going. And that's always been my vision. And I look at these cats in Detroit, seeing them doing it, and I know it's possible. So
anything gold, possible, man. Shout out to Tyler Perry, man. He's the big one. He's the big one. You feel me? Shout out to the guys in Detroit too. What's the name of they production company?
The main one that I'm looking at is Moolah Films. I don't know if you. They got this joint called McGraw Ave.
They did. Okay.
Plug Love and all that.
Okay. Yeah.
They doing.
Also, they over. Okay.
Yeah, so they doing all that up there. And then you got a bunch of them up there in Detroit. Dennis Reed. You got a bunch of them up there. Okay. And you see people, saying, "Man, we should be better than." Man, whatever. You should be inspired. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I look at that and I'm like, bro, there's something I always knew was possible, and I'm trying to get that here.
Okay. So you got some artists in the sticks. Are they into their music in the scoring, or is it a soundtrack?
I don't know yet. It's something that I'm one of those. When it comes to music, I love the traditional film scoring. Like having a traditional film composed and stuff for the movie itself. And when I put in music, kind of like I did on my joint Down Bad, I kind of like sneak it in to where it's natural. So like, like
organic sound.
Yeah. Like a character, if you pulling up in a car, listening to some music, that's a good artist song there. Yeah. If you're in the house cleaning and that person listening to some music, that's a way to sneak in something that's naturally to them listening to music. Because I'm just naturally, because you a film buff, like you saying, like I just love that natural film composer. When it comes to it, so I probably have a composer for the sticks, but I'm gonna fit in ways to put music in on there.
The copyright get in the way of you're not the independent artist, but if you use a traditional sound or anything like that, does the copyright hold you up?
It just matters if it's an independent artist, because I'm big on paperwork. Like, one thing I don't want to do is do all this hard work and then let something like that catch me up later. Yeah. So, like, I don't use any major artists unless I can get it cleared. And then when you get those cleared, you're talking about thousands of dollars trying to get a major artist song in there. So, most of the time, it's going to be an independent artist. I get a license for them to sign for me to have all that cleared from the jump, and most of the time I ain't never got to worry about that.
Okay.
So usually I'm big on having my paperwork right before we even start, to the way that none of those issues come up.
Okay. Dope. Okay. Dope. Okay. What's the next thing you gave me the future projects? Any other works?
Man, mostly one thing about it, I'm always working on some. The Sticks universe is gonna be my baby for a minute. I got I know at least 3 projects lined up that I'm writing for it. I got another project that I'm probably gonna sneak up outside of those that I'm doing next year, but I'm always working on something. So my goal is to try to do at least 2 a year. If I can find the time or the budget otherwise to do it, I might put an extra in there, but I'm at least trying to do some each quarter. Okay. That's my goal, man.
Hey y'all, I'm gonna pitch him something after we wrap him. Hopefully he bite. Let's see. We'll see. R.I.P. to Suzanne Summers too. She just passed.
Oh yeah.
I'm a huge film buff, so last question.
Yeah.
This is a deep question. I want you to think hard. Think smart. You know what I'm saying? Denzel, Samuel L. Jackson. Let's go.
Oh, man. Hey, and then you hit me with a brutal question.
Yeah, right. It was a debate with Vlad. Shout out to Vlad TV. He was going in with I forgot who it was. It may have been I forgot his name. That did Bones. I can't think of his name off the top of my head. He did Bones and Blood and Bones. I think I forgot the martial art. Michael J. White. Yeah. So he was telling him, Samuel L. is better than Denzel because of the style of acting. Samuel have played everything under the sun, where Denzel's kind of always been Denzel to some degree. Yeah. So you can't see Denzel playing a sci-fi movie or a comedy. Yeah. So
I put it this way: you can, because Denzel has his ways. I can see what he means. I can see what he means.
I think
That's
the closest
a hard question, man.
I think closest comedy maybe is the one with him and Mark Wahlberg, Two Guns. I think it's called Two Guns. One.
Yeah, but he's still, like you say, Denzel in that joint.
Yeah, so
I put it this way: when it comes to more films that I love, Samuel Jackson's films way more than Denzel. But both of them are juggernauts.
Yeah,
absolute juggernauts. And Sam, like if I would have, I can't believe I didn't put him when you hit me with the top two. But like he's been in almost every one of my, if there's a movie that I love, he's the reason why I love it. So he's just that personality. But man, those are juggernauts. If
man,
you got to put them up there, man,
we'll just say time. Yeah,
man.
All right, man. So tell them how to contact you for any casting, how to find out about being on your films, how to be updated on the progress of the films. Yeah. How can they see all that?
Man, I would say first thing is go to the Sticks Universe, IG, Facebook. Look up those projects. I go by Guerrilla Filmer on IG and social media. It's kind of like guerrilla warfare, but Guerrilla Filmer. Or you just search my name, Jerron Lockridge. I got a group that's pinned on top of my page, so don't send me no message asking how you can get in the movie. Just enter that group. Yeah. Check out for whenever I post a casting call. And I'll say this to anybody who's interested in acting. Like, if this is something that you want, one no ain't gonna deter you. Like, one thing about it is, it's people that submit for projects now, and they don't understand. Like, you got to be a fit. You got to fit your scene partner here. You might have been perfect for this role, but the perfect person that's cast as your scene partner, they don't mesh with you. And this role, I might not have been able to find somebody else different to do this. So like, everything's about fit. So like, if you submit for something, you can't get into that project, just keep on submitting. Sooner or later, your fit gonna come, and when you get that moment, just make sure that you come and you fully prepared. Don't show up on set and you ain't read your lines. Just when you get that opportunity, because so many people are wanting that opportunity, just seize that opportunity. So that's what I say to folks. If this is something that you really want to do, because a lot of people, they say, man, I've been trying to get into one of your movies, this and that. You got to go through the process like everybody else. And, when you get that opportunity, seize it. This is just how I feel about it.
Dope, man. Yeah. Well, y'all tap in, get into one of those movie roles. I mean, if you want to hold the camera, if you want to, hold the lights, be the sound, whatever, man, I'm pretty sure he got something for you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He seemed like a down-to-earth guy. Oh, yeah. It's my first time meeting him, and it's been a solid one. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, we're going to talk behind the scenes on some things. Yeah. This has been a great interview, man. Anything I could do for your projects or anything like that, just let me know. Sure. Like I say, when you do the whole, roll out, let me know, too. Yeah, I want to pull up.
Sure.
All right, man.
Be in touch with you, man.
All right, man. Sure. You're now. Got out the mud, King Chevy. Let's go.
Appreciate you for having me, dog.
It's the love in between us, it's a long dish. And I don't think I can do this shit from long dish. Yeah, my dog need to see a face, something wrong with him. How could you cross me and you not see something wrong with it? If you my brother to me, we family. Been playing space with my